Let me tell you about the curse. It started 27 years ago. I have cursed you, my college chaplain said. What? I have cursed you with community, and you will never be satisfied unless you have it again. She introduced me to the power of breaking across boundaries, deep, human, genuine relationships that could form. And I was never the same again. She just messed me up. And I realized that I wanted to be cursed, and I'm here to curse you tonight too. Sister Dorothy Day lived the curse in her own way. She connected with people across tenements, across soup kitchen lines, and what she discovered as she stood shoulder to shoulder with the poor is the curse. The long loneliness turns into the only solution is love, and love comes with community. It happens when we see each other for the fullness of who we are, and we begin to connect and to create solutions to our struggles and celebrate our joys. I founded BeLoved Asheville to spread the curse, to be a place brimming full of community. I believe that every one of us needs to belong and have purpose. And we say at BeLoved that everyone that comes to the door has needs and gifts. And if we share them well, miracles begin to happen. So what exactly do you do at BeLoved? Well, if this city was a body, we go to where the pain is, to the housing crisis, police brutality, the ice raids, hurricane reliefs. We rush into food deserts, moving to where people need us the most. We put love into action every day. We are people on the streets helping elders, Latinx people standing up for trans people speaking out against racism, elders knitting hats for people on the street. Yes, kids sharing donuts and adults playing with them. What is community? It's stories like Regina. I never saw her smile for a year until she ran like lightning across the parking lots of BeLoved, grinning ear to ear, I got my teeth, because you only know somebody's joy when you see them. Like Mama Mona, she drew this picture bold and in crayons like the first day of kindergarten, shared it with me, said, I love you, never forget me. I know 1,000 stories of the curse of community. The story that crushed my heart. She was Jane Doe 356 for 5 days, found frozen to death in her sleeping bag down on the river. The police knocked on our door. Can you identify a body? We knew her as our sister, Janet Jones, who loved turtles. North Carolina State University just did a study of North Carolinians. They asked, what is your number one struggle? And the number one struggle of North Carolinians is disconnection. We are separated from one another, fragmented, broken apart in pieces. You see, we need each other. When Janet died, our community was fractured and broken. She was dying and taking her last breath on the same night as the grand opening party at the brewery across the river, where people laughed and celebrated, not knowing that right across the river she was dying. I believe that they would have rushed to her aid if they'd known that she was right there, but they didn't know. BeLoved is here to bring us back together, to reknit the community and help us find each other once again. When Janet died, we were crushed. We held a public funeral for her and carried this casket through the streets. CNN says homelessness is the most fatal condition in the country because homeless people die on average 30 years younger than the rest of us. We cried, but we didn't stop there. We formed the first formerly homeless street medic team in the nation. They train with nurses and EMTs to medic in the homeless community. You'll see them with these yellow paramedic bags, a Red Cross street medic logo with a turtle in memory of Janet. When we didn't stop there, we sat in the circle and we said, what are we going to do? This life and death. And people said, well, we know how to build. And a dream emerged. A dream of creating homes together and being homemakers. A dream of creating a village of deeply affordable homes that are community-oriented, sustainable, and produce equity for the people that live in them. We put out a short video after a year of study, and 17 days after that, a faith community contacted us and said, we have an acre of land. Do you want to come build here? And October 14th, we broke ground to build this model village, but it was really about the community, the curse of community. Civil engineers next to students, next to people on the streets, next to grocery clerks, and next to you, we hope, coming together to build a village. Sunny was discharged from the hospital one night. She went to the shelter to find a place. They had no room. She crept behind the shelter, laid down beside the dumpster, frightened and alone. 2 weeks later, she found us at BeLoved and she said, you're my family. She went on to become a street medic, save a life. Now she has a minimum wage job and dreams of a home of her own. She was there when the first wall went up, and she'll be there on moving day. This is the curse of community. And I hope tonight that I've cursed you, and that I can say, like Sunny, welcome to the BeLoved family.